Okay, so this next group of PowerPoints, we're going to be talking about sculpture. Sculpture is a bit difficult to define, but there are a few things that are true of all sculptures. They exist in the three dimensions and occupy physical space in our world. They invite us to interact with them by looking at them, by walking around them, or by entering them, or being immersed in an environment created by the sculptor, including sights, sounds, textures, and other sensory experiences. We're going to start off with talking about low relief and high relief. And reliefs are basically sculpture that is meant to be seen from only one side, and it's usually decorative for a house or a door. Okay, this is an example of a relief. Low relief, meaning it was only to be seen from one side. The Egyptians used reliefs to decorate their temples, temple walls, and burial places. Originally, it was painted. The scene here depicts how shows the king with two Egyptian deities and surrounded by hieroglyphs. Atum, the chief god of Thebes, recognized by the two headdresses on the left, and in the middle, Atum, the creator god, who holds a cross to the king and grants him life. It was a great find. King Atatum III dismantled it and used it to make a monumental gateway for his temple. So I have a couple words I need to define pretty quickly. I have low relief, technically any sculpture that extends from the plane less than 180 degrees. High relief projects forward from their base at least half of their depth, and often several elements will be free in the round. A frieze is a sculptural band. The pantheonic procession, maidens and stewards. It's low relief, it projects only a little distance from the background and no sculptural elements. Figures overlap one another and shown in three-quarters view, making space seem deeper than it is. Figures seem to be moving in a slow procession. Garments that they wear reveal real flesh and limbs under them. Qin Dynasty, 1787, The Taming of the Waters. The largest piece of jade ever found, 7 feet tall and 3 feet in diameter, weighing 6 tons. Can you imagine? Took 3 years to move to Beijing. A team of craftsmen worked on the stone for 7 years. The story is that a great flood flooded the valley of the Yellow River, covering all the hills so the people could not find food. Young was asked to control the river and worked 13 years to control it. This piece is not a miracle, but a celebration of hard work, organizational skills, and dedicated service to one's ruler. The figures are in the round. The black areas of the sculpture base full of swirling waves represents the water that Young tamed. Here's the piece again, and you can see the black waters down at the bottom. So the black area of the sculpture base full of swirls and waves representing the waters that Young tamed. The implication is that the waters recede the green plenty of the earth. It's represented by the green jade will be restored. So this, of course, this is a figure in the round. You can walk around it and look at all sides, but still nothing is projecting clear off, like there's no hands or legs or limbs coming completely out like typically a sculpture in the round would, or high relief. So real quick, carving is a subtractive process in which the materials being carved is chipped, gorged, or hammered away from the wood or stone. And in this piece, it is definitely being carved. The sculpture in the round demands movement. It's impossible to represent in a single photograph because it's sculpture in the round. The figures rise in a spiral. Sculpture changes dramatically as the viewer walks around the piece. And this is made out of marble, done in 1583. Very, very dramatic. So here is the same piece again. The second view, like I said earlier, it's very difficult to see it from just one view. This is a sculpture in the round, and you would, the viewer is to walk around and view it from multiple sides. And again, it is figures entwined. It's very dramatic. High emotions are expressed on their faces, or very dramatic expressions. Their hands are moving, legs, everything is twirling and drama. It's a very large piece. It's about 13 feet, so the figures themselves are life-size. So here is Atlantis Sleigh, 1513 through 20, so it took 4 years to carve, Michelangelo. Here you can actually see the stone and how the artist is actually chipping away and carving. And this process of carving is called subtractive. So we have additive sculpture, so you would add things and build up on it, but subtractive would be taking away. And carving is definitely in wood, marble, stone, whatever material that you might use, that would be a subtractive sculptural process.